Hi folks, we're at Alphacool over at CES 2020 and I'm with Dave Alcock here who's going to be explaining some of the new things that they've got in store for us. So starting off with a bunch of new all-in-one coolers.
Yeah,
so what's special about these ones, Dave?
So this one we've done a bit of an update recently. We've got the ARGB, 5 volt ARGB. We've put a new pump in. It's still a DCLT, but it's 10% faster and it's a little bit quieter as well. We've got the new fans on there, which again, RGB, that's going to be a theme you see a lot. But we've also got new tubing and fittings and quick disconnects, and these are all from our industrial sector. So these can take up to 150 degrees Celsius. They're a lot more resistant against acids, alkalis. They don't kink, and they're just like a stronger version. We've used it in the industry sector for a long, long time, like enterprise solutions. But now we've brought it over to the public sector so that you can sort of get a little bit of a taste of the high quality feel.
Yeah, and I can see you've got them going here in this 2U server blades,
yep.
And that's been benching what, all day as well?
Yeah, so this is running Octane Bench and Cine Bench. It's running at 100% load on all four 2080 Ti's and the Threadripper 290WX, and that's constantly, and at the moment it's 31 degrees Celsius, which is pretty impressive to be fair.
Now I also spy some new fittings over here.
Yeah.
Now what's special about these ones? Because I recognise some of the parts of the design.
Yeah, so I remember speaking to you maybe last year, well it would have been last year, but yeah, early last year. So I designed some of the parts to this, and the thing is with PETG tubing, after about 60 degrees Celsius, it can get a little bit softer and malleable, and the O-rings crush the tubing, and you've probably seen some of the pictures of failures with that. So what we've done is we've created this fitting, which still has an O-ring in there that holds the fitting in, but it also has an insert that goes on the inside of the tube, so it doesn't get crushed, and then it gets a nice rubber sleeved O-ring that fits inside, and then the top sleeve goes over. This holds the ring, it holds the tubing really well, and it can hold something like 20 kilograms of weight or something crazy like that. Like, you'll probably be able to hang off it. They're my little baby, so I'm quite happy with them.
Yeah, those things are ridiculously strong, so it'll be really interesting to see how they especially hold up to some of the other hard tubes and the slippery tubes as well, like glass. Because glass is a real problem, because you obviously can't use glass with the existing ones with the metal rings that you've got.
Yeah, so
these would work.
What you can do with brass as well is if you scuff it up a little bit and then use one of these fittings that's going grip as tight as you can, really. Yeah. So they'll be interesting.
And of course you've got a whole new range of new reservoirs and things as well that we're going to take a look at right now.
Yeah.
So these reservoirs have quite a bit of heft to them.
Oh yeah.
Because they're proper like thick borosilicate glass, right?
Yeah, they're weighty boys. This is actually quartz glass rather than borosilicate. So it's a lot clearer than borosilicate. Yeah. But it's still strong. But that's why we've got these like bars to protect the glass a bit more. You've got the flush fittings on the top, and it fits onto a D5 or our VPP style pumps as well. So they're really nice. The good thing about these are, instead of increasing the price point of our old ones or anything like that, we're decreasing the price on the old iSpecker, and then we're going to have these at the same price point. And that's going to be like a common theme across the range. So all the iSpare are going to be about the same price as what they are now, but the other ones are going to go cheaper. And that's a nice way of doing things.
I really like the fact that you've got the LEDs at the bottom of the reservoir as well, because then the coolant is actually going to have the light coming through it, which I think is a common sense move.
When there's coolant in it, it kind of diffuses the light as well, so you get some really nice effects. And you also get like the waterfall effect from the tube that's inside, so you get like a really nice sparkly effect.
Now you've also got some rather interesting GPU blocks sitting over here as well, and these ones have pump terminals on them and for use as like an all-in-one type system, isn't it? So you can install it that kind of way or have it separate.
So these are the Icewolf Aurora, which is the one with the RGB, and this one are basically all-in-one units for your graphics card. Now they've got the quick disconnect, so they can connect completely with the iSpare all-in-one unit. And the good thing about this is they are the exact same custom blocks that you can buy for your custom solutions. The only difference is we've taken the terminal off with the G1 quarter-inch threads, and we've put on the block with a DCLT pump in, and that's it. You've got a full custom loop, but it's all-in-one, and it's expandable. You can change the radiator, you can change the tubing, you can do whatever you want with it, but for all intents and purposes, you can just buy it and put it into your computer.
And I guess that means also potentially there's because this uses the same fitting as just this as when you take it off. If you had maybe a small form factor system and you had a water-cooled GPU in it, you could maybe put the pump on top of that directly and have a reservoir feed from the top perhaps into that.
We're looking at selling all of the parts as separate parts in the future potentially as well, so like spare parts. But yeah, if you wanted to do something crazy like that, or I know you like your distribution plates and stuff like that, you could potentially go straight from a distro plate into that, and you know, you could do some crazy things.
Yeah, plumb it straight in. And also you've got some more CPU blockage changes and things, and you've also got this thing which is the Eisflügel. Eisflügel.
Yeah.
So tell us about this one, Dave. What's the Eisflügel do?
It's basically a flow indicator, but it's a flow indicator with a bit of a difference. In the future we're going to do a lot more with this, but it's actually got a part called the ice bus, which is the same as like a serial bus that you have in your car, which reads the temperature, the fan rate, the RPM, and all that kind of thing. And in the future, we're going to keep building and building and building on this, and sort of having like a way to measure everything in the computer. If it's getting hot, it'll ramp the fans up. If it's the flow rate's dropping, you can spin the water more. You know, it depends what you want to do, but the options are going to be pretty.
So you can have the full suite of information, diagnostics, and everything available.
Yeah, we're hoping to. Yeah, it's in the infancy at the moment, and we're still testing it out. But we thought we'd start with something simple like a flow rate monitor, which does the temperature as well, and then move on to new things in the future.
Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Dave.
Thank you very much.
It's good to check out all the new parts.
Yeah, thank you.